13-269, State versus Jackie Denny, robbery. We're here for pretrial hearing.
There's no pretrial motion, Your Honor. We'll just leave it scheduled.
Leave the scheduling order in place. State versus Kayla Hickman, 13-219, possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia. Let's see, here for a plea deadline. What do we stand on this?
Your Honor, to be honest, I have not seen Ms. Hickman outside of the courtroom, so we're not in a position to accept any pleas today.
Okay.
I'll have her make an appointment to come see me tomorrow where we can discuss the case.
Your Honor, my client just had surgery on his spine, and before that he had shoulder surgery.
Who did?
My client, Mr. McGrath.
Your client.
Yes, so I've been
Well,
very busy.
your trial's
I
Monday, you
apologize.
know. If I were to just lock you up, then Mr. Bayless could find you to talk to you and we could transport you to court. Would that help? Maybe not. I just know there's nothing to be done today. State versus Paul Langford. Mr. Langford, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in the police statement?
Yes.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, I do.
Are you pleading guilty to residential burglary and theft of property?
Yes.
By entering this plea, you give up your right to have a trial. You also give up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Are you entering the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
There's a recommendation in this plea statement as to what your sentence should be. Other than that, have you been promised anything?
No.
Have you been pressured or threatened in any manner?
No, sir.
Okay. And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
Let's see, what are the allegations here, Mr. Bates? Or Mr. Chisholm?
The defendant is charged with entering a neighbor's home while the neighbor was not there, taking certain items that didn't belong to him.
Okay. That was,
That was on or about March of 2013.
okay. That was here in Baxter County, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, sir, I accept your plea and judge you guilty. On each count, you'll be sentenced to 5 years in Department of Correction that'll run concurrent. You're to pay $200 in costs, a $1,000 fine, a $200 public defender fee, DNA fee of $250, $2,768.24 in restitution, and within 60 days after you're released from incarceration, make payments at the sum of $100 per month, and you make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County.
Okay.
Okay, that'll be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it's case number 12-35, Crystal Antrim.
Your Honor, I believe the state's going to move to amend this to a contempt citation with a recommendation of 22 days in the county jail, credit for 22 days.
That is
Okay.
accurate.
Based on that, Your Honor, we'll change our plea to true to the contempt citation.
Ma'am, have you failed to report to your supervising officer as you were required?
Yes, sir.
And failed in other matters to comply with your probationary rules? I'm going to find you in contempt of court and sentence you to 22 days in the Baxter County Jail. Credit for time served. Anything further? That'll be all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, this is case number 13-131, State versus James Howe.
Your Honor, I believe the state's moving to amend that to a misdemeanor charge.
Okay.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Based on that motion, Your Honor, we'll change our plea to guilty pursuant to the plea agreement from court.
And there's a possession of firearms for certain persons, a misdemeanor now?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, are you entering a plea of guilty to that charge?
Yes, sir.
When you plead guilty, you give up your right to have a trial and you cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
and because you're guilty.
Yes, sir.
This time, sir, I'll accept your plea and adjudge you guilty. I'm gonna place you on 12 months probation, 1 year of probation. During that time, report to the probation office, obey the terms and conditions provided. Pardon me. You'll pay $200 in cost, a $500 fine, a $200 public defender fee, and a $20 booking fee. These sums will be paid at the rate of $75 a month, beginning within 30 days of today, and you make your payments at the sheriff's department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You'll need to see this gentleman before you leave. State versus Chris Rick. Mr. Rick, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes, sir.
And you signed it, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
You feel you understand the matters set out in the police statement?
Yes, sir.
You understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you pleading guilty to breaking or entering, misdemeanor theft of property, misdemeanor fleeing, misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
As you've heard me tell others, when you plead guilty, you give up your right to have a trial, you give up your right to an appeal. You understand this?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Is what's in this plea statement what you've been promised?
Yes,
That's
sir.
all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you been threatened or pressured in any way? You have not? And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what basically happened here?
Your Honor, on May 15th of 2013, the defendant had entered a locker or a storage unit at Salesville Mini Storage Units, and he would have taken certain items from that. When the police were called on that, they attempted to stop this gentleman, and he fled from them in a vehicle. And when they did get him stopped, he was found in possession of certain drug paraphernalia.
Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
At this time, sir, I'll accept your plea and adjudge you guilty. On the felony charge, you'll be placed on 6 years probation. On the misdemeanor theft of property, fleeing and possession of drug paraphernalia, you'll be sentenced to 30 days on each. I guess that's concurrent.
I think it says at the bottom, Your Honor.
Okay. With all but 4 weekends suspended. So you're gonna do 4 weekends.
We can have his probation officer coordinate those weekends, Your
That
Honor.
would be fine.
Yeah, he's aware of it.
You'll pay $200 in cost, a $1,000 fine, a $200 public defender fee, a DNA fee of $250, and a $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days, and you make your payments to the sheriff's department.
Yes, sir.
And you'll need to see a probation officer before you leave.
Yeah, I done talked to
Oh,
her.
you already
and
talked to
everything.
him. Did he tell you when to report next?
I'll go see my coach today at 3:30. So
Oh, I see, okay. Well, I guess it's okay for him to go, isn't it?